Good afternoon, all of you. Am I audible to you? Please tell me. Am I audible to you? Please tell me. मेरी आवाज आ रही है आप लोगों को? Yes or no? Okay. Okay, good. So, what we were talking about? क्या देख रहे थे हम लोग? याद है किसी को? Hmm? In the last lecture, what we were talking about? Anybody knows? Hmm? क्या देख रहे थे हम लोग? In the last lecture. हम लोगों ने सेकेंड टाइप ऑफ टाइट्रेशन फिनिश किया है, दैट इज titration curve for weak acid and strong base. That is, we have seen acetic acid and NaOH in the last lecture. Okay, and we have calculated the pH at a different volume of NaOH added. Yes or no? Anjesh is saying best indicator. That we have finished, Anjesh. हम लोगों ने वो देख लिया था. So today we will start number 3 and last titration curve. Number 3, titration curve number 3, and this is the last titration curve, and in this we will discuss the titration of strong acid and weak base. In this we will discuss titration of strong acid and weak base. Okay, so we will start our lecture. Okay, this is your lecture number 8, volumetric analysis lecture number 8. Yes or no? Lecture number 8 of volumetric analysis. Okay, so we will today these topics we are going to see. Today's topics are these three topics are there: titration of strong acid and weak base. We will see it first, titration of strong acid and weak base. Then we will see the choice of indicator and calculation of pH at various stages. We have three. We have seen that titration of weak acid and strong base. Okay. So today we will see titration of strong acid and weak base. Okay. So these points are similar for both titration. Titration number 1 also it is same. Titration 2 के लिए भी यही देखे थे हम लोगों ने, titration of strong acid and weak base, then choice of indicator, and then calculation of pH at various stages. So this is three steps. Each titration has three steps. First, the name of that titration, then choice of indicator, which indicator we will use, and in that we will discuss the suitable indicator, and from that suitable indicator we will choose a best indicator for that particular titration. And the point number 3, that is calculation of pH at various stages, that is also same for all three titration. Okay. So today we will start with titration of strong acid and weak base. So in this strong acid we will take 0.1 normal HCl. Strong acid we will take 0.1 normal HCl, and for strong base we will take 0.1 normal ammonium hydroxide. HCl is called as a strong acid. Please remember this. HCl is called as a strong acid or strong electrolyte. Because of what? Because of HCl dissociate completely. So it will give H plus aqueous and Cl minus aqueous. So this is called as a strong electrolyte or strong acid because it dissociates completely. While ammonium hydroxide, it will not get dissociate completely. It reversibly gives you ammonium cation NH4 plus OH minus. It will not dissociate completely, so it is called as a weak base. So this titration we are going to see today. Okay, understood? These two example. Okay. So in this, generally the strong electrolyte is taken in a burette. Generally what happens? Strong electrolyte is taken in burette. Now you people tell me, in burette what we will fill and in conical flask what we will take. That you have to tell me कि हम लोग burette में क्या fill करने वाले हैं and conical flask में हम लोग क्या लेने वाले. You people tell me what we will take in burette. What we will take in burette? ब्यूरेट में क्या लो? मैंने पहले बोला कि जनरली स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स आर टेकन इन अ ब्यूरेट. Generally strong electrolyte is taken in a burette. So here strong electrolyte is what? कौन सा है strong electrolyte in HCl and NaOH? Sorry, here not NaOH is not here. Here HCl is there, not NaOH. Sorry. Prachi Yadav and Anjas Thakur saying NaOH. No, NaOH is, we will not take NaOH. Strong electrolyte is HCl here. Okay. This is not, NaOH is not. HCl is a strong electrolyte. So we will take this strong electrolyte in burette. We will take strong electrolyte in burette, and ammonium hydroxide we will take it in conical flask. We will take it in conical flask. So this is our today's titration. In burette we will fill strong electrolyte, that is 0.1 normal strong electrolyte. Then we will remove air bubble and we will adjust the 0 mark, and we will yes, Ganesh Pandey is saying HCl. So we will fill the HCl 0.1 normal HCl in burette by using a funnel. Then we will remove air bubble and will adjust 0 level. Then by using a pipette, we will take 0.1 normal 25 ml of ammonium hydroxide. By using a pipette, we will take 0.1 normal 25 ml of ammonium hydroxide in conical flask. So the volume of ammonium hydroxide in conical flask is 25 ml. Okay, understood? So this is our today's session. And after doing or after titrating ammonium hydroxide with HCl, that means we will add drop by drop HCl from the burette into the conical flask which contains ammonium hydroxide. This is our titration. And after the titration, if we plot the change in concentration of H plus ion or change in pH versus ml of ammonium hydroxide added, then we will get a curve, and that curve we will call as a titration curve, and that curve we call as a titration curve. और वो titration curve कैसी दिखती है? ऐसे दिखेगी. See, the titration curve is on your screen. दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? ठीक है. So here on y-axis the change in pH is there, and on x-axis ml of 0.1 normal HCl added is there. Okay, so now here in the first or very at the 0 time or starting point, our conical flask contains only ammonium hydroxide. And ammonium hydroxide is base. So here at the starting your pH is basic. That means this is our starting point. So at the starting point your pH is basic. That is 11. So this is the ये different है. पहले जो टाइट्रेशन हम लोगों ने देखे थे ना, उन दोनों में at the starting point or at 0 time the pH of your solution was acidic. The pH of your solution was acidic because we have in a conical flask we have taken acid. Now in this case, in a conical flask we have taken base, that is ammonium hydroxide we have taken, and ammonium hydroxide is base. So the pH at the starting point or pH at 0 time is basic, that is 11 Cl, that is 11. and as we go adding this point on normal HCl, जैसे जैसे आप लोग HCl ऐड करोगे 5 ml 10 ml 15 ml, then it will start slowly decreasing, then will start so slowly decreasing, and up to this point, that is 24.5 ml of HCl. From this point there will be a sudden decrease of pH will take place. There is a sudden decrease of pH will take place from this point. Okay, so this is the titration curve. This is the titration curve for ammonium hydroxide and HCl. Ammonium hydroxide and HCl. Okay, so we will see the characteristics of the above curve. We will see first characteristics of the above curve, that is strong acid and weak base. So first characteristic is the pH at the start is 11. This is very important. The pH at the starting is 11, that is basic pH, and it ends at pH 1. The reaction will complete at pH 1. So this is the first characteristics. The pH at the start is 11 and at the end it is 1. Second point, there is steady linear decrease in pH with the addition of HCl, not NaOH, with the addition of HCl, up to 24.5 ml HCl volume, up to the 24.5 ml HCl volume. Then the next characteristic, here also HCl is there. Then next characteristic, there is a sharp and large linear decrease in the pH in the volume range 24.9 to 25.1 ml of HCl. So this decrease takes place now. This decrease takes place from 24 volume 24.9 to 25.1 ml of the NaOH. Then the pH change near the equivalence point covers approximately 3 to 8 pH unit. The pH change near the equivalence point of that curve pH range of that curve is 3 to 8 pH unit. Then next is the pH at equivalence point is acidic. Again here the pH at equivalence point is acidic. This is also very important. That is 5.27. The pH at equivalence point, please remember this, the pH at equivalence point is acidic because we are adding HCl into the ammonium hydroxide, and ammonium hydroxide is a weak electrolyte, it is a weak base, so the pH at equivalence point will be acidic, that is 5.27. Then next point is the pH with further addition of NaOH is not linear and remains constant in the volume range 25.1 to 26 ml. So these are some characteristics. So out of these characteristics, these three characteristics are very important. That is first one, it is also very important. Then the characteristic point number 4, it is also very important, and characteristics number point number 5. These three characteristics, at least these three characteristics you have to write. Which characteristic for any titration? हम लोगों ने टाइट्रेशन नंबर 1 देखा, टाइट्रेशन नंबर 2 देखा, और दिस इज और टाइट्रेशन नंबर 3. So for these all three titration you have to write minimum 3 characteristic, that is pH at the starting, then pH range near the equivalence point, and pH at equivalence point. This at least these 3 things you have to write. ये आप लोगों को 3 characteristics याद ही रखने होंगे, और अगर एग्जाम में पूछा तो ये at least 3 you have to write. ठीक है, so please remember these 3 titration characteristics for the above titration. Then we will see the choice of indicator. Now while choosing the indicator, you have to remember 2 points. Which 2 points you have to remember? आपकी स्क्रीन पे the vertical part of the curve has pH range 3 to 8 units. ये point important है, and the pH at equivalence point is acidic, that is 5.27. So if you see the indicator and their pH range, these three indicator, that is methyl orange, methyl red and bromothiamol blue, these three indicator can be a suitable indicator for the above titration because its pH range is 3.1 to 7.6, so almost 3 to 8. so इन तीनों की भी pH रेंज कितने कहाँ पे है, इन बिटवीन द 3 to 8. सी मिथिल ऑरेंज की है 3.1 and bromothiamol की लास्ट है 7.6. that means these three indicators, they can be a suitable indicator for abort titration. But out of these three suitable indicators, we have to choose a best indicator. We have to choose a best indicator. So how will you choose? So while choosing the best indicator, you have to see these 2 points: the pH range 3 to 8 units and the pH at equivalence point. This is very important. pH at equivalence point is 5.27. now tell me the which indicator will cover this equivalence point pH. बोलो मुझे कौन सा इंडिकेटर ये 5.27 कवर करता है. that indicator will be the best indicator. that indicator will be the best indicator for this titration. कौन सा है, tell me. बोलो जल्दी से. which indicator can cover the pH at equivalence point? methyl red. Istisham is saying methyl red, correct. If you see methyl red, its pH range is 5 point, sorry, methyl red, its pH range is correct. Now everyone is saying methyl red. Okay. Now see here methyl range, its pH range is 4.2 to 6.3. so it covers 5.27. so methyl red is the best indicator for this titration. so methyl red is the best indicator for this titration, that is ammonium hydroxide and HCl titration. If you are doing this titration, you have to use methyl red indicator, so it will give you a correct endpoint. It will give you a correct endpoint. ठीक है, understood this one? Okay, समझ में आ गया क्या ये how to choose best indicator? समझ में आ गया. अमीषा, श्रुति, गणेश, दिव्या, नूतन, दे आर सेइंग मिथिल रे. ठीक है, वेरी गुड. सो समझ में आया आप लोगों को ये. then we will go to the part number 3, that is calculation of pH at various volume of HCl, that we will see. First of all, tell me. Yes, Pramodini is saying yes sir. What about others? Sumit, Sabha, Rupesh Kumar, Shalu, Chaitanya, Nutan, Amisha. Okay, ठीक है. So चलो, so we will go to the next point, that is calculation of pH. Next point is calculation of pH at various stages. So first we will start the pH at the start of the titration. pH at the start of the titration, or it is also called as at zero time. It is also called as at zero time. Sorry. So pH at the start of the titration. So at the start of the titration, this is your condition. This is your condition. Your volumetric flask, sorry, your conical flask will contain 25 ml of 0.1 normal NaOH only. Your conical flask contains only ammonium hydroxide, 25 ml of ammonium hydroxide, and at the starting point 0 ml of HCl is there. At the starting point 0 ml of HCl is there. That means your solution is basic, correct. Only ammonium hydroxide is there, that means your solution is basic. Solution is basic means that means your solution contains the OH minus ions concentration. So we will find out the concentration of OH minus ions present in the conical volumetric flask at the starting of your experiment. And if you find that concentration of OH minus ion, then you can easily calculate the pH of solution, because we can on pH mathematically can be defined as or pOH or pH mathematically can be defined as that pH is equal to negative log of H plus ion concentration. ठीक है. So we will see at the start of the titration. At the start of the titration, this is your ammonium hydroxide is present, and this ammonium hydroxide will reversibly gives you ammonium cation, that is NH4 plus and OH minus ion. So ठीक है. So according to the dissociation law or a dissociation constant, that is Kb, dissociation constant, that is Kb, and this dissociation constant is nothing but the product of concentration of the product. It is the ratio of product of concentration of the product. So these three these two, ammonium cation and OH, they are the product. They are called as product, and this ammonium hydroxide is reactant. This ammonium hydroxide is a reactant. So dissociation constant of base, according to this law, Kb will give you product of concentration of the product to the product of concentration of the reactant. So here Kb product is ammonium cation into concentration of OH minus ion divided by concentration of ammonium hydroxide. Okay, and at the starting point, your electrolyte is not it is a weak electrolyte. That means it will not dissociate completely. Now let us consider at the starting point, x mole of or x millimole of ammonium cation will get formed. So according to the law of mass, same mole, that is x mole of OH minus ions, will also get formed. And at that time, for example, your starting point is 0.1, and from that point 1, x amount will get dissociated. So how much will remain? So 0.1 minus x, it will remain at that point. Okay, so we will just put this value in this equation. You will get kb is equal to, x, that is concentration of ammonium cation, into x, that is concentration of OH minus ions, divided by concentration of ammonium hydroxide, that is 1, near 1 minus x, 1 minus x. Okay, so first let me check this is correct or wrong, 0.1 or that thing. Just give me 1 minute. Correct. The 0.1 is correct. Because why it is correct? Because we have taken 0.1 normal ammonium hydroxide. So here 0.1 is there. So here 0.1 is there. Okay, so this is your the dissociation constant Kb is equal to. Then now this x is very small. X is very small. That means 0.1 minus x is nearly equals to 0.1, and this equation will become Kb is equal to, here Kb is there, not K. Kb is equal to x square, because x into x, it will become x square divided by 0.1. This is your equation, that is dissociation constant of base. Now you know Kb is given to you. If you know the Kb, then you can calculate the x square. And from that x square you can calculate the x, and x is nothing but the concentration of OH minus ion. Okay, so we will calculate that. So this Kb is given to you. Kb kitna hai? Kb for this reaction 1.75 into 10 raised to minus 5. This is Kb, and we'll put this Kb in this equation. So this equation will become 1.75 into 10 raised to minus 5 equals to x square minus x square divided by 0.1. So now you know the value of Kb. You can calculate the x square. And from that x square you can calculate the x, and this x is what? X is nothing but the concentration of OH minus ion. This is nothing but the concentration of OH minus ion. And kitna aa raha hai wo? From x square, x will be 1.313 into 10 raised to minus 3 molar. Okay, then just take the negative log of this value. You will get the pOH. And from that pOH you can calculate the pH. You can easily calculate the pH. That is, pH is equal to 14 minus 2.88. It will give you pH will come 11.12. So this is the pH of your titration at 0 time or at starting. Okay, so this is your first condition. Then second point, we will see the pH after 7.5 ml addition of 0.1 normal HCl to 25 ml of 0.1 normal ammonium hydroxide. This is our second calculation of pH. So at this point what will happen? At this point what will happen? At this point 25 minus 75, that is 17.5 ml ammonium hydroxide remain unreacted because of in a conical flask starting we have taken 25 ml of ammonium hydroxide, and in that 25 ml of ammonium hydroxide we have added 7.5 ml of 0.1 normal HCl. That means the 7.5 ml of HCl will get react with 7.5 ml of ammonium hydroxide. That means 25 में से अगर 7.5 रिएक्ट हो गया तो कितना खाली बच जाएगा, that is 17.5 ml of ammonium hydroxide will remain unreacted, and the normality of this ammonium hydroxide will get changed because increasing volume takes place. That is, first we have taken 25 ml of ammonium hydroxide, and from burette we have added 7.5 ml of HCl. So total volume will become 32.5 ml. So due to this increase in volume, the normality of this ammonium hydroxide will get changed, and we have to calculate, or we have to find out the normality of new ammonium hydroxide, or the normality of ammonium hydroxide present in your conical flask. So how will you find out? The formula is there, N1V1 is equal to N2V2. Just put the values. N1 is equal to 0.1 and V2 is equal to 7.5, and how much new volume? New volume, this is your new volume. New volume is 32.5 ml. So by using this equation you can calculate the new normality of ammonium hydroxide, that is N2. So here 32.5 is multiply, इधर जाके क्या होगा, divide हो जाएगा. So just solve this equation, you will get the N2, and N2 कितना आ रहा है? N2 will come, हम लोगों ने last time भी solve किया है तो मैं जल्दी ले रहा हूँ. N2 is equal to 0.05384. This is your normality of new normality of ammonium hydroxide. ठीक है. Okay, then the neutralization reaction of ammonium hydroxide. Neutralization reaction. How this ammonium hydroxide will get neutralized in presence of HCl. So, or what is the reaction between ammonium hydroxide and HCl? It is given. So here ammonium hydroxide plus HCl will reversibly gives you ammonium chloride plus water. This species is called as ammonium chloride. This species is called as ammonium chloride. So after the reaction of ammonium hydroxide and HCl, you will get this salt, that is ammonium chloride plus water. Ammonium chloride plus water. So salt plus water. So it is called as a neutralization reaction. Okay, so this is the neutralization reaction of ammonium hydroxide in presence of H2O. Then we will calculate the millimoles. So how will you calculate the millimoles? Volume into concentration. Concentration कितना लिया हम लोगों ने अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का? we have taken 0.1 normal. कितना रिएक्ट हो गया अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड? that is 7.5 ml रिएक्ट हो गया. Concentration of HCl is 0.1 normal. Concentration of HCl is 0.1 normal, and how much we have added from the burette? We have added 7.5 ml of HCl from the burette. So this will be its millimole. So कितना हो जाएगा? 0.5 into, so it will become 0.75. Here also it will become 0.75. So here अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कितना, अमोनियम क्लोराइड का सॉरी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कितना है? 0.1 नॉर्मल है. कितने हो जाएगा वो? 17.5 ml फॉर्म हो जाएगा. इसके मिलीमोल्स भी कितने आ जाएंगे? 0.75. इसके मिलीमोल भी कितने आ जाएंगे? 0.75. So the molarity of this ammonium chloride we can calculate by using the formula. So formula is there. Molarity or concentration of ammonium hydroxide equals to millimoles of salt formed divided by total volume in ml. So how much millimoles of salt will get formed? So that is 0.75 millimoles of salt will get formed, and total volume is 32.5. How much is this? Please tell me. How much is this? It will come. 0.02380. So molarity or concentration of ammonium chloride is 0.02308 molar. So this is the molarity. Write down or note down this value. We will require this value for calculation. Okay. Okay. Then so during the titration, what happens during the titration? Before the equivalence point, what will happen in your conical flask? Base is present and salt of that base is also present. Before the equivalence point, during the titration, what will happen? Base is present, that is ammonium hydroxide, and salt of that base, that is ammonium chloride, both are present. And if this is the condition, that means base is present and salt of that base is also present, then that solution is called as a basic buffer. So formation of basic buffer will takes place before the equivalence point during the titration. And according to the formula of basic buffer, we can calculate the concentration of OH minus ions. We can calculate the OH minus ion concentration. How will you calculate? By using that formula. See the formula. This formula, concentration of OH minus ion is equal to Kb, that is dissociation constant of base, into concentration of base divided by concentration of salt. So this is the formula. Concentration of OH minus ion is equal to dissociation constant of that base, that is Kb, multiplied by concentration of base divided by concentration of salt. Just put this value. Kb is given to you. Kb kitna hai? 1.75 into 10 raised to minus 5. Concentration of base we have calculated, and concentration of salt also we have calculated. Just put this value, we will get the concentration of OH minus ions. We will get the concentration of OH minus ions. ठीक है? Yes or no? So just do the calculation and tell me that value. Just do the calculation this and tell me the concentration of OH minus ion. कितना है वो concentration of OH minus ions? Just do the calculation. हम लोगों ने बेस का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन भी फाइंड आउट किया था, दैट इज N1V1 इज इक्वल टू N2V2. सॉल्ट का भी किया था, मिलीमोल्स ऑफ सॉल्ट फॉर्म बाय डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल वॉल्यूम. ये हम लोगों को वहां से मिले. जस्ट पुट द वैल्यूज इन दिस इक्वेशन and do the calculation and tell me the concentration of OH minus ion. Tell me concentration of OH minus ion. ठीक, करेक्ट. कितना आ जाएगा? Concentration of OH minus ion is equal to concentration of OH minus ion is equal to 4.082 into 10 raised to minus 5. This ये आ जाएगा. Then now you know the concentration of OH minus ion. You can calculate the pOH. Correct. Once you know the concentration of OH minus ion, then you can calculate the pOH, because the pOH mathematically we can express, that is pOH is equal to negative logarithm of OH minus ion concentration. This is the mathematical formula of pH. So take the negative log of this value, you will get the pOH. Take the negative log of this value, you will get the pOH. और वो कितना आ जाएगा? pOH will come 4.39. pOH will come 4.39. And once you know the pOH, you can calculate the pH, because you know the standard equation. Which standard equation? कौन सा standard equation यहाँ पे आपको useful होगा? Which standard equation you have to use to calculate pH from pOH? कौन सा है वो? Which formula you have to use? One standard formula is there. Which formula you will use to calculate pH from pOH? Tell me. pH minus 14 minus pOH. Correct. That is the equation. is क्या है वो equation? pH plus pOH equals to 14. pH plus pOH equals to 14. Remember this formula. ये formula आप लोगों को use करना है. Now you know the pH. Value of pH is 4.39. Put this value, you can calculate the pH. So pH is equal to 14 minus POH. pH is equal to 14 minus POH. So 14 minus 4.39. कितने आ रही pH की वैल्यू? Tell me the value of pH. 14 minus 4.39. How much is this? Let me calculate it. 14 minus 4.39. 9.61. Correct. कितना आ रहा हो? 9.61. Very good. So pH is 9.61. See here. pH is 9.61. So this pH at when 7.5 ml of 0.1 normal HCl. कितना HCl ऐड किया है? This is the pH value when we add 7.5 ml 0.1 normal HCl into the conical flask. So at that point your pH will be 9.61. So in this way you have to calculate the pH. Okay, then we will go to the next point. The pH after 10 ml. The pH after 10 ml. 7.5 ml के लिए तो हम लोगों ने अभी कैलकुलेट किया है. So here pH after 10 ml addition of 0.1 normal HCl to 25 ml of 0.1 normal NaOH. So at this point what will happen? At this point 25 minus 10, so 15 ml of NaOH will remain unreacted. Because of what? Because in conical flask we have taken 25 ml of base and from the burette we are adding 10 ml of acid. So out of the 25 ml of base, 10 ml of acid will get react. So how much will remain unreacted? That is 25.10, that is 15 ml of NaOH will remain unreacted. And same here, its normality also will get changed because increase in concentration, increase in the volume, total new volume will become 25 plus 10, that is 35 ml. So due to increase in volume, concentration of that NaOH will get changed, and we can calculate the concentration of that NaOH of new volume. How will you calculate? How will you calculate the concentration of NaOH, or how will you calculate the new normality of ammonium hydroxide? Which equation you have to use? कौन सा इक्वेशन आप लोग यूज करोगे? Which equation you will use? Tell me. अभी ये 3-4 बार हुआ है, आप लोगों को पता होना चाहिए किसके कौन से स्टेप के बाद क्या करना है, किसके बाद क्या करना है. आप लोगों ने यहाँ पे अनरिएक्टेड NaOH निकाल दे तो उसकी नॉर्मेलिटी फाइंड आउट करनी है. क्यों करनी है? बिकॉज ऑफ increasing volume the concentration of that NaOH will get changed. ये तो सिंपल सी बात है. And we have to find out the concentration of that NaOH with increased volume, and the formula for that correct. इस्तेशाम और श्रुति ने सही बोला है. आप लोगों को ये अभी ध्यान में रखो ये स्टेप्स, कौन से किसके बाद कौन से स्टेप आती है, इसके बाद कौन से स्टेप्स आती है. सो फॉर्मूला इज N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2. So put the values in this equation and tell me the value of N2. Put the value in this equation and tell me the value of N2, which is the normality of 35 ml ammonium hydroxide. Put the values of N1 V1 and V2 in this equation and tell me the normality, that is N2. Tell me normality. Nutan is saying now, Ajinkya is also saying, Shivan is also saying. Okay? Okay, good. Then put the values and tell me the normality, that is N2. कितनी आ जाएगी वैल्यूज की? N1 is कितनी आ जाएगी वैल्यू? करेक्ट ओमकार, 0.04 to 86 करेक्ट, इस्तेशाम ने भी सही बोला है. सो दिस इज योर नॉर्मेलिटी आपके स्क्रीन पे. करेक्ट, वेरी गुड. नाउ अजिंक्य, प्रमोदिनी, शिवानी, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, सही सही आंसर है आप लोगों का. ठीक है, चलो. सो क्या आ जाएगी वैल्यू ऑफ न्यू न्यू नॉर्मेलिटी ऑफ अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. न्यू नॉर्मेलिटी ऑफ अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड that is N2 is equal to, आपके स्क्रीन पे है, N2 is equal to 0.04 to 86, 0.04 to 86. so write down this value, नोट कर लो इसको, ये हम लोगों को लगने वाली है आगे. ठीक है, write down this value. N2 is equal to 0.04 to 86. लिख लो ये. ओके, गुड. शालू इज ऑल्सो सेइंग 0.04 to 86. ठीक है, चलो. now then you have to write the neutralization reaction. Then you have to write the neutralization reaction of ammonium hydroxide in presence of HCl. And in the last example also we have seen ammonium hydroxide in presence of HCl reversibly gives you ammonium chloride plus water. Ammonium chloride plus water. Now we will calculate the millimoles. Now we will calculate the millimoles. How will you calculate the millimoles? That is concentration into volume. The concentration of ammonium hydroxide is 0.1 normal. Volume कितना react हुआ है? 10 ml react हुआ है. Concentration of HCl is 0.1 normal. कितना volume add किया हम लोगों ने? We have added 10 ml of 0.1 normal HCl from the burette, and same concentration will of ammonium hydroxide will get formed. So that is concentration of ammonium chloride formed is 0.1. और कितना हो जाएगा? 10 react होगा. Here also 10 ml will 10 ml of ammonium chloride will get formed. So millimoles of ammonium chloride is 0.1 into 10, so it is 1 millimoles. So 1 millimole. So next point is we have to find out the normality of ammonium chloride. Next point is we have to find out the normality of ammonium chloride. And how will you calculate the normality of ammonium chloride or molarity of ammonium chloride? The molarity or normality of ammonium chloride is given is equal to millimoles of ammonium chloride formed divided by total volume. Millimoles of ammonium chloride formed divided by total volume. See this equation. Concentration of ammonium chloride or molarity of ammonium chloride, M is equal to millimoles of salt divided by total volume. Millimoles of salt form is 1 millimoles. Total volume will become 35. Total volume will become 35. So 1 divided by 35 कितना आ जाएगा? 1 divided by 35 will come. The concentration of ammonium chloride कितना जाएगा? 0.02857. The concentration of ammonium chloride is 0.02857. ठीक है, yes or no? समझ में आ रहा है आप लोगों को? क्या करें हम लोग? We are writing down the first neutralization reaction, then according to the law of mass action, so कितने millimoles react हो जाएंगे, उतने ही millimoles of ammonium chloride will get formed. That is 1 millimoles. Here also 1 millimoles of ammonium hydroxide plus 1 millimoles of HCl. According to the law of mass action, same millimoles will get formed. That is 1 millimoles will get formed. So 1 divided by 35 will come 0.02857. This is the molarity or concentration of ammonium chloride, that is salt. This is the concentration of salt. Please remember that. And in the first case, we have calculated the normality of base. ठीक है? Okay. Then, so during the titration, before the equivalence point, your solution contain base plus salt. Your solution contain base plus salt of that base. And if such condition is there, then that solution is called as a basic buffer. That solution called as basic buffer, because your solution contain base and salt of that base only. So this condition is called as a basic buffer. And according to the basic buffer formula, we can calculate the concentration of OH minus ion. We can calculate the concentration of OH minus ion, जो कि हमने पहले पॉइंट के लिए भी कैलकुलेट किया है. So this is the formula. Concentration of OH minus ion is equal to Kb, that is dissociation constant of base is equal to acid divided by salt. So here केबी की वैल्यू आप लोगों को दी है, केबी इज इक्वल टू 1.75 इंटू 10⁻⁵ सो एसिड के हम लोगों ने कैलकुलेट किए, सॉल्ट के हम लोगों ने अभी भी कैलकुलेट किए। सो जस्ट पुट दिस वैल्यू, क्या वैल्यू है, कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ OH माइनस आयन इज इक्वल टू केबी की वैल्यू हम लोगों को दी है, दैट इज 1.75 इंटू 10⁻⁵। ये हम लोगों ने कैलकुलेट की है, ये हम लोगों ने अभी अभी कैलकुलेट की। जस्ट डू दिस कैलकुलेशन एंड टेल मी द concentration of OH minus ion. Tell me the concentration of OH minus ions. Do the calculation. Take scientific calci and do the calculation. Take the scientific calci and do the calculation and tell me the concentration of OH minus ion. क्या आ रहा है concentration of OH minus ions? Correct. 2.6235 into 10⁻⁵. This is your concentration of OH minus ion. This is your concentration of OH minus ions. ठीक है? Correct. Very good. Now you know the concentration of OH minus ion, you can calculate the pH, sorry, you can calculate the POH, because mathematically POH is nothing but the negative log of OH minus ion concentration. So just take the negative log of this value, just take the negative log of this value, you will get the concentration of OH minus ions, you will get the concentration of OH minus ion. Take the negative log of this value, you will get POH, you will get POH, sorry, not concentration of OH minus ion, you will get POH. कितना आ रहा है वो, टेल मी. POH is equal to how much? 4.581. Correct. POH is equal to 4.581. Now you know pH, sorry, you know POH, and you know that standard equation, that is pH plus POH, that is pH plus POH is equal to 14. So 14 minus 4.581 will give you pH, will give you pH. Correct. Shruti, Shivani, Omkar, Ganesh, सही वैल्यू बोलिए POH के. Sumit is also saying correct value of POH. Then calculate the pH, calculate the pH, that is 14 minus 4.581, we will get the pH. So pH is 9.419, pH is 9.419, pH is 9.419. correct, yes or no? करेक्ट. रूपेश कुमार ने, गणेश ने भी पीएच सही कैलकुलेट किया है, दिव्या, श्रुति, वेरी गुड. करेक्ट. नूतन, अंजेश, they have calculated the correct value of pH. Okay. So I think today we will stop here. I think today we will stop here. In the next lecture we will see the remaining points. In the next lecture we will see the remaining point. ठीक है, yes or no? Okay, चलो. So if you have any problem, any doubt, you can ask me. आई थिंक आप कुछ प्रॉब्लम और डाउट होना ही नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने सेम टाइप के टाइट्रेशन नंबर 1 भी देखे, दैट इज स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस। टाइट्रेशन नंबर 2 हम लोगों ने देखा, दैट इज वीक एसिड एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस। नाउ टाइट्रेशन नंबर 3, दैट इज वीक बेस एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड हम लोगों ने देखा है। तो उसका मैकेनिज्म जो है और स्टेप जो है सेम ही है, तीनों तीनों टाइट्रेशन के स्टेप्स और मैकेनिज्म इज सेम। ठीक है। सो the 2 or 3 pH calculation are left, that we will see the next lecture, and then we will then we will see the examples of these neutralization reaction, that we will see in coming lecture. ठीक है? Okay, good. Now if you have any problem, any doubt, you can ask me. I'll be happy to answer your doubts. ठीक है, no problem, no doubt. Okay, now I have activated the link for your attendance. मैंने आप लोगों के लिंक भी एक्टिवेट की है, सो यू कैन राइट द प्रेजेंट ओवर देयर। ठीक है। सर व्हेन विल आवर कॉलेज विल स्टार्ट? आफ्टर दिवाली मे बी। प्रमोदिनी सिंह सर कॉलेज कब चालू होने वाला है? आफ्टर दिवाली। नॉट श्योर बट देर आर चांसेस। आफ्टर दिवाली आप लोगों का कॉलेज स्टार्ट हो सकता है। नॉट श्योर अबाउट दैट। दिस इज जस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन। ठीक है, नो डाउट। सो कैन आई स्टॉप नाउ? कैन आई स्टॉप नाउ? ओके चलो, सो बाय बाय, टेक केयर।